This video provides a summary of equations of lines. We start with a review of the definition of a linear equation. In particular, we consider the standard form of a linear equation. A linear equation in two variables, x and y, is any equation of the form ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are real numbers, and the numbers a and b are not both 0. We will consider different forms that the equation of a line may take. First, we consider the slope-intercept form of a line. The equation y equal mx plus b is the slope-intercept form of the line with slope m and y-intercept 0b. This equation describes all the points x, y that live on the line. For example, the equation 2x plus 1 describes a line with slope 2 and y-intercept 0, 1. To graph this line, we plot the point 0, 1 and draw the line with slope m equal 2. Recall that a slope of 2, or 2 over 1, means that given any point on the line, we can travel to another point on the line by moving up 2 units and right 1 unit. Now let's consider an example in which we need to find the equation of a described line. The problem is to write the slope-intercept form of the line with slope m equal negative 2/3 and y-intercept 0, 1/6. Recall that a solution to a problem involves giving complete justification for the final answer. We will substitute m equal negative 2/3 and b equal 1/6 into the equation y equal mx plus b. This produces the equation y equal negative 2/3 x plus 1/6. We need a different formula if we are given the slope of a line and a point x1, y1 that is not the y-intercepts. The point-slope equation of the line, with slope m passing through the point x1, y1, is given by the equation y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. Note that in this equation, x and y are variables, and x1, y1, and m are parameters or constant quantities. For example, let's write the equation of the line with slope m equal 4 passing through the point 1, 3. For our solution, we will substitute m equal 4 and the given point x1, y1 equal 1, 3 into the point-slope equation y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. Note that writing down the equation to be used makes the solution easier to follow and, more importantly, helps to cement the equation in our minds. In point-slope form, our equation is y minus 3 equals 4 times x minus 1. If we desire the slope-intercept form of this line, we must distribute the 4 and then add 3 to both sides to solve for y equal 4x minus 1. Vertical and horizontal lines are special case lines that we discussed in the video on slope. A vertical line has undefined slope, so the previous equations are not applicable. A vertical line has equation of the form x equals a constant. A horizontal line has equation of the form y equals a constant. Recall that a horizontal line has slope m equals 0. If we used either of the previous formulas on a horizontal line, simplification would produce the equation y equal b. For example, the vertical line through the point 1, 3 has equation x equal 1. The horizontal line through the point 1, 3 has equation y equal 3. To graph these two lines, we start with axes marked with a scale. Plot the point 1, 3. We draw the vertical line x equal 1 and draw the horizontal line y equal 3. Now let's consider parallel and perpendicular lines. Two non-vertical lines are parallel provided their slopes are equal, while two non-vertical lines are perpendicular provided their slopes are negative reciprocals. Note that we specify non-vertical lines because we are comparing the slopes of these lines, and vertical lines have undefined slope. Let's determine whether two given lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. We do this by comparing their slopes. The line L1 with equation y equal 3x minus 5 and the line L2 with equation y equal 3x plus 1 are parallel because they both have slope of 3. The line L1 with equation y equal 1/2 x minus 5 and the line L2 with equation y equal minus 2x plus 1 are perpendicular because M1 is 1 over 2 and M2, which equals negative 2, and these slopes are opposite reciprocals. The line L1 with equation y equal 3/2 x minus 5 and the line L2 with equation y equal 2/3 x plus 1 are neither parallel nor perpendicular because slope 1 equals 3/2 and slope 2 equals 2/3, and these slopes are neither equal nor negative reciprocals.